There are correct ways of hooking your grubs for fishing sunfish and crappie. Let's start with the Eurolarve, a very common bait to use. And with using that Eurolarve is there's two black spots and sort of a beveled end. You want to take a real sharp hook and just insert it in that skin. You just sort of just nick the skin, if you will, because if you use a dull hook or if you don't do it correctly, what really happens then is you tear the skin and the natural juices will flow out. And then too, when you're using wax worms, is with wax worms, yes, the sort of that common approach is to thread it on your hook all the way up to the shank itself, on the shank. But what I found too is hooking it many times through that brown tip with that wax worm and let it hang straight down is extremely productive, just as this is. But then too, what I found, again, something to experiment with, is hooking it through the center. And now this is sort of that wacky worm approach, like for bass fishing. And then too, just going to allow that wax worm to drop a little bit slower. And then too, it's going to feather on both ends. So here again too, just another approach of catching these sunfish and crappie. Do some experimenting. Then I should also mention too, generally speaking over the years, is that the red and the white Eurolarve are the most productive, but don't be afraid to put more than one on. Put 2, 3, or 4 on and mix them up. Sometimes using a red and a white combo or just switching back and forth to red and white are all productive. So do some experimenting with wax worms and Eurolarve and you'll have some great success on the ice.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.